In today's video, I am going to teach you guys how to connect your make.com automations to Agentive assistants. Alright, so we're in Agentive here and let's go over to our agent. So what we want to do is we want to go over to Tools, edit our agent, and we'll be directed to here. I've already got my tool here, but I'll just delete it for this video. Alright, so for those of you guys that aren't very experienced with coding, I've made something called the Make Schema Creator. For those of you that are very experienced with coding, I'll put the template in the resources, link to the resources in the description, and I'll just swipe over here, and this is the schema. I just make the view a bit better. This is the schema here, and all we need to do is replace the webhook ID with this here. So say if this was your webhook URL, you would get this, copy that, delete from there, and replace with that as well. This is the same for you guys that aren't very experienced with coding, but I've made an assistant to help you guys out, because you have to add operation IDs and descriptions for what your tool does, and then you have to add some parameters. For those of you guys that aren't really familiar with that, I've made a very simple assistant to help you guys out with that. Now let me just format this nicely, and we'll just head over to that assistant now, or that GPT actually. So it's very simple here. Just want to press this button, create a schema for me. Link to this will also be in the description and the resources, and it'll tell you what you need. But if you don't really know what to do, you can just type in what your tool does, and then you paste in your webhook URL. So if I were to do this live, I'd head over to my make.com automation, and this make.com automation is a simple lead capture automation, and then it messages you on Slack notifying you that a new lead has been added to the Airtable base. So we'll go over here and copy this to our clipboard, go back here, and I'll just say something like, alright, so what I've done here, I've just said, here is my webhook URL, and I'm creating a lead capture function that needs name, email, phone, business name, and services needed. So just go ahead and enter that, and we'll just see what happens. Alright, cool. So I'd summarize the information that we need here, but if it's asking you to, if you need the assistant to fill these out for you, just say, yes, please fill out as best as you can. Cool. Alright, sweet. This might happen, so I'll just say, just show schema, bang. And then it'll create a nice view for you and just get rid of all of this stuff here. And once it's done generating, we can go ahead and copy it, once it's done generating, of course. So we'll go ahead and copy that, back to Agentive, go to our agent here, and navigate ourselves to Tools, create a new tool, and bang, copy and paste. Great thing about these is that we don't need to add any authentication. We just simply add the webhook ID here, and we can just go ahead and create that tool. Now when you run this, you need to press publish. And to make sure that we're actually our assistant can actually get the tool, go over to Make, press Redetermine Data Structure. And now just tell it to call the tool. As you can see here, when I'm trying to redetermine the data structure, there's a lot of back and forth between me and the assistant. When you guys do this, you'll want to do this before you add your prompt, because what's going on here, I'm getting a bit of back and forth with my assistant because it's just going through its task that it's designed to do. Like this assistant here, it's designed to be a lead capture bot after the user has learnt about business's services and wants to do business. So yeah, a bit of back and forth here. When you redetermine the data structure, make sure you do it before you add your prompt. So then it doesn't have any instructions, it'll just do what you tell it to do. And yeah, back to the video. And yeah, it's been successfully determined. It's better to do this step when you remove the prompt, so that it doesn't think about all this lead capture process that I put in the prompt. So yeah, you just easy to remove the prompt, tell it to just call the tool, and then we can get to this step. So the reason we redetermine the data structure is that we need to actually get the views. Reason we redetermine the data structure because we need to get the values from the user, make sure that's all calibrated, so that when we go to our automation here, I can add this in. It will get old ones. I'm just using a template just to quickly get this video out. So yeah, these old values may still be here, but yeah, that's okay. That doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, if I need to, like I just did, I'll just replace that with that, because in the schema, our schema has this value here, services needed, so we don't want to use any of our other values. But when you guys do it, it'll be clean. Like you'll just have these values that you've already added. This is from an old schema that I've added to call this webhook here, but that doesn't matter. We've got all the values we need, and we can just go ahead and save that, and we'll go ahead and run it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a dummy test. Hi, I need SEO. All right, it said it's been added. Let's go ahead and test and let's see the make.com automation, and we can see that everything works. So that is the easiest way to connect your make.com automations to Agentive. And if you found this video helpful, drop a sub, check out my other socials. All you need to create this tool is in the description below. You can head over to the resources and the quick sign up links. I'll see you guys in the next video.